Gets me excited.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 9 of the Fantasy Moneyball Extravaganza with your host, Dean's List, with the ferret, the fantasy ferret, and your co-host, the Cap Relief with the Cap Report.
Yes, today's
Ladies
gonna
and
be
gentlemen, we
rapid
are here
fire.
today. We are here for the rapid fuego analysis of the NFL right now. There's so much going on right now. We do not have time to sit and talk. It's time to show what the analysis breakdown is. Dean, talk to us. What do we have on the Dean's list?
1 minute here. All right, now I'm ready.
Now you can see. You can't see One-Eye Dean. One-Eye Dean.
Yes.
He can see into the fantasy future with those lenses, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we wrapped up 6 and now we're on 7. Episode 7. So I had to throw that in there. 6 is over, and now we're on 7. But here we go. You ready? You ready, Cap?
Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah, I don't know if I can see. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, we're going to go over the scores last week. We got the Vikings Chargers, 10-37 Chargers. Dolphins at Falcons, 34-10. Jets, Bengals, 39-38. Then we got the Browns at Patriots, 13-32. Giants, 20. Eagles, 38. Then we got the Bills and Panthers, 40-9. Then we got Bears and Ravens at 16. See, there, I can't see that. I need to take it off. So then we got the Bears and Ravens. 16-30. The Ravens got their second win of the season. Is it second or third? Second win, right? And then we got Buccaneers, winners over at Saints, 23-3. Then we got Cowboys at Broncos. Broncos tore them up, 44-24. Titans at the unbelievable Colts, 14-38. And Packers at Steelers, 35-25. And the Chiefs last night, which Patty Mahomes really – I lost my fantasy team last night to Michelle by 0.5. 0.5. All I needed to do is merit to catch a ball. That's it at the end of the game. And they had Mick Nichols in that caught the ball, the last pass. That's all he had to do is catch a ball. Commanders 7, Chiefs 28. And then we go on to this week's games. Thursday night football, the Ravens at Dolphins, Bears at Bengals, Vikings at Lions, Panthers at Packers, Chargers at Titans, Falcons at Patriots, 49ers at Giants, Colts at Steelers, Broncos at Texans, Jaguars at Raiders. Then we got Chiefs at Bills. Then we got Seahawks at Commanders. Then Monday Night Football, we have Cardinals at Cowboys. For Monday Night Football, the bye week is Browns, Jets, Eagles, and Buccaneers. So last week, this week, what's your feelings, Cap? On the
last week was a good cover for a lot of bye week players. We had a lot of production. I personally like the Breece Hall production that pretty much helped me win in my leagues, and I didn't even see that one coming. So for people to think that maybe he might get traded, I don't know yet. If they're letting him roll and do what he wants, I would say Breece Hall is a good acquisition to have or wants moving forward, if healthy.
Okay. Got some injury reports. Here we go. In the injuries, we got Cam Scatterboo, Jishan Junkins, Barkley, Kamara. But Junkins and Barkley has a bye week. So Scatterboo, my man, is out.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's crazy. So what do you think about these 4 injuries?
I think as far as Scatterboo, that's interesting and intriguing for me. I mean, from a fantasy perspective as well, from an owner having Wandale Robinson, I think the production value for Wandale might rise up a little bit more than normal. What's the other teams you mentioned?
The other teams is we got Junkins, which is Cleveland running back. They don't have a game. They're on bye week, and Barkley bye week. So just 2 really major impacts on the injury side this week.
But if you're gonna handcuff, do it now just in case, because you don't want to wait till the last minute either. If you have the roster spot availability.
Right. That's the other thing you got to think of the future. Will they get better over the bye week and come back the same, or will they need some time to work it back in? That's the question. So,
who else you got? That was it, right? Those 3?
Yep, those 3. But I do have some information. 3 out of the 12 top quarterbacks were on bye last week. Okay, this is for week 8 last week. 2 top 12 quarterbacks finished top 18 or lower. Okay, Tua had 11 touchdowns throughout the season. And then he gets pink eye, puts on his visor, and he scores 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Then we had also Baker Mayfield was outscored by Joe Milton, Tyre Shuck, and they did better than Baker Mayfield.
Oh, don't even get me started with that one.
That's just quarterbacks. Then we got running backs. 6 out of the top 20 running backs were on bye. That's why we're all trying to get those running backs. We're all reaching for running backs. Who's going to do good? Let's put these people on bench. So 6 out of the top 20 were on bye last week. So luckily we get those 6 back, right? For this one. But we have Barkley and Judkins. That's on, and Breece Hall too is another one that's on bye. The Jets, Browns, Eagles. There's one other team that's on bye. Anybody in the chat know who's on bye? Okay. All right. So Bijan and CMC had 7 straight games over 10 fantasy points. Both of them in week 8 had less. 2 of the top running backs suffered injuries that we just talked about. 9 backup running backs finished inside the top 24 on this week. Harvey, Perline, Spears, Davis, Ollie, Gordon, Miami Dolphins. Got Woody Marks, Bigsby, Tucker, and Algier. Algier got all those touchdowns away from Bijan Robinson. Well, they only had 1, right? Atlanta?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, it's Dolphins.
He had like 9 points.
So now on the receiver side, here's another good one. 5 out of the top 24 receivers were on bye. So we get those 5 back. Only 7 of the top 24 scored at least 10 points. Okay. Troy Franklin, who was the number 1 receiver this week, have 5 finishes outside the top 40, but he's the number 1 on week 8.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he gave me great production, man, but he ranked like not even top 15 on the waiver. It's crazy.
Igbuke has 3 straight games with less than 8 points, but he's still in the top 6 receivers. He's dealing with the injury. So these are things. These are. It's a little bit wacky. It's a little bit wacky in fantasy football. The first half of football. Yeah, but here we go. I don't know. This one turned into a puppy. So then let's go to the tight ends. There's National Tight End Day for Week 8, and 2 of the top 12 tight ends were on bye. And then the top 2, Tyler Warren has the worst game of his season since Week 3. Rondé Gaston, the guy that you like.
Yeah, buddy.
Didn't play Week 1 or 2. He only has 2 games all year with 10 fantasy points, and he's still in the top 10 overall. So he's on the rise. If you guys can trade for him or get him, he's on the rise. Rondé Gaston. Gunnar Helm and Charlie Kohler outscored guys like Kincaid, Schultz, Mark Andrews, Olton, and Ingram. Can you believe that? Gunnar Helm.
Wow.
This is how crazy things are. Okay, and like I said, the Buccaneers. So here's who's on bye. It's the Cleveland, which you got Fannin, that you got to find a replacement if you're starting Fannin, which a lot of people are. This is Chewy.
I'm one of them.
This is my first ferret that I got. This is Chewy.
Ferret.
Chewy.
Fantasy
like
ferret.
Chewbacca.
I need someone to replace Fannin.
Who you got? You
know what, man?
He's kind of
I'm going bold.
He's kind of shy in front of the camera, so he's going to tell me later. Here you go. Let me know what he tells you, Joy. What kind of tight end. Then we got the Jets. No Breece Hall. No Garrett Wilson. And no, favorite quarterback, Taylor. Right? How is he doing, by the way? Taylor.
Oh, man.
Taylor.
Oh, I thought you meant what's his name, the tight end. He ended up scoring.
Oh, no. Oh, Mason Taylor. That's who it is.
Yeah.
Not the quarterback, right? Mason Taylor. That's it.
Yeah, man. He ended up having like 14 points.
Yeah, I better put these glasses back on so I can see better. But then we got the Eagles. No Hurts. That's going to hurt me because I got Hurts in 2 of my 3 fantasy football teams. Got Barkley, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and then Goddard. So right now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we go to the Buccaneers where no Mayfield, no Rashad White, no Mboke, no Otten. So we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players that have an effect on your team. So there's 14 players that we're looking at replacing, stepping up from the bench or whatever you need to do. All right, let's go through some added players that maybe you guys should look at. Joe Flacco, Trevor Lawrence, Sam Darnold, Devin Neal, Kyle Mawunge. Then we got Tyrone Tracy because of Scatterboo being out. If you could pick him up, that would be a good pickup. What do you think, Cap? Tank Bigsby.
No, definitely.
Ty J.
Bigsby
Spears.
too, yeah.
Spears too for the Tennessee Titans.
Tajay Spears. He had double digits, 15 points, 16 points.
Sampson. Isaiah Davis. Well, Davis and Bigsby are on Eagles and the Jets, and Dylan Sampson. If you can pick them up, they're on bye this week. So people might drop them. If they have them on the bench, they might drop them. Might be something that you can stash on the bench if you have a problem. Oh.
I told you.
Look at this cutie. It's my bunny.
A rabbit?
I got a zoo here, Cap. I got a zoo. I'm
What
like
the?
Dr. Doolittle. Look how pretty. She's pretty. Her name's
Huge.
Claudia. Yeah, she's a big baby. She's less than a year old.
She's looking at me. She's looking at me. She's telling me you have to play Isaiah Likely.
Is that what she's saying? And then, all right, now let's see some other players. Bam Knight. Got Bam Knight. This is red. See his eyes is red. He's the oldest guy. He's the only boy fan
Yo.
we have. This is red. We got Bam Knight. See,
Who do I put in my flex?
He's like Bam Knight.
Who do I put in my
Bam
flex?
Knight. Bam Knight.
Well, I'm not in the flex.
Keyshawn Butte. Keyshawn Butte. You like Keyshawn Butte?
Man, I should have played Drake May in one of my other leagues. Drake May balled. I knew it too.
Is it Shamir Dyke, receiver for Tennessee? What do you think about him? I did play him. I got like 6-7 points, something like that. I don't know.
I didn't.
My kids are driving me crazy with that 6-7 stuff. But Alec Pierce, Jalen Noel, the receiver from Indiana, or was it Iowa State? He was one of the receivers I wanted the Dolphins to pick up. He's on the Texans. They got both.
Yeah, they got Higgins too.
Yeah, they got both of them, right? From Iowa State.
They're both. Yeah.
Yeah, so. All right, and then we got Malik Washington, Miami Dolphin. That was a beautiful catch, wasn't it? That was a nice catch.
I know.
Nice throw, and, that was nice. Troy Franklin, of course, Denver. Then Aronde Gatson. And Johnson, is it tight end from the Saints? Johnson? Juwan Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's another one that you want to check out. Colson Loveland, another tight end for the Bears. I thought he was going to do better than the Colts tight end.
Yeah, he's hitting the rookie wall.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. All right, the power rankings for waiver wire. You ready? 1,
Ready.
Tyron Tracy. 2, Spears. 3, Magunge. 4, Bam Knight. 5, Devin Neal. 6, Keyshawn Butte. 7, Tank Bigsby. 8, Shamir Dyke. 9, Isaiah Davis. 10, Dylan Sampson. 11, Alec Pierce. 12, Troy Franklin. 13, Jalen Noel. 14, Malik Washington. 15, Joe Flacco. 16, Sam Darnold. 17, Trevor Lawrence. 18, Aronde Gatson. I would put him up a little bit higher. Aronde Gatson and Troy Franklin. 19, Colson Loveland. And 20, Jerome Johnson. What do you think of that list? Top to bottom.
It's a good list. It's a healthy list.
Yeah, so that's what we got for you guys. All right, so we're at week 9. All right, right in the middle, smack in the middle. I'm going to read off some names and tell you the names that I just went through and which ones I would start and which ones I would sit out of those for week 9. Jerome Tracy, start. Spears, start. Magunge, start. Bam Knight, start. Neal, stash. Butte, stash. Bigsby, stash. Dyke, stash. Davis, stash. Sampson, stash. Alec Pierce, stash. Troy Franklin, stash. Neal, Noel. Jalen Noel, stash. Malik Washington, unfortunately, stash. They're playing Thursday night, and we know how you feel about Thursday night, right?
I mean, like I said, that's just me, but a lot of good games this past season have been predicted on predicated and predicted on Thursday night. So don't go by what I say. Go by what you feel.
Right, and then we got the quarterbacks. I know Hurts is going to be out, and Baker Mayfield. So here's some quarterbacks to look at: Flacco, of course, Sam Darnold, and Trevor Lawrence. Those three. If you need a replacement, those three are good. Stay away from Tua. He could be a buster, a boomer, a bust. But if you can't pick up these three, there's got to be one of those three that you guys should be able to pick up. And then the tight ends, if you need to pick up a Rondé Gatskin, of course, definitely pick him up quick. Colson Loveland. What do you think about Colson Loveland picking him up, tight end?
Not right now. It just doesn't seem like he's getting like it's just not like consistent right now.
They're playing Cincinnati, though. And
I
Cincinnati
mean, if
doesn't
you're
have
deep
that.
league,
Okay. And then Juwan Johnson. What do you think about that tight end for New Orleans? They're playing the Rams,
I
though. The
think
Rams have a really good defense.
is Taysom Hill back?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anybody in the chat know if Taysom Hill? Daniel, look up Taysom Hill. That's your project, my son. I got my kids helping me out here today.
And wife.
And my wife, too. All right, Taysom Hill, Daniel. Consult with your ferrets. Let us know. All right, so starting defenses that you should pick up or replace. If you have the Buccaneers or the Eagles defense and you need another defense to fill in if they're available, it'd be Los Angeles Rams, of course, Green Bay Packers, Los Angeles Chargers. The Chargers are playing Tennessee. So if you have the Buccaneers, as your defense or Eagles as your defense, try to see if you can get the Chargers. What do you think, Cap?
Yeah. I mean, personally, for me, I'm going with the sleeper. I'm going with Jacksonville this week.
Oh, okay.
If they're out there, I would pick them up.
All right.
For this week.
Then I'm gonna go into the hot streaks. What quarterbacks have been doing good and receivers, tight ends. I'm gonna go through running backs. This is the list, and they've been hitting their numbers from like we were talking about 20 to 25 for quarterbacks, and 10 to 15 on receivers and running backs, and then tight ends 8 to 10 points, defense 8 to 10, then a kicker. How many points you want a kicker to get, Cap?
Oh,
9 to
man,
12?
if they can get you more than that, yeah, 9-12 range.
Okay, that's 3 to 4 field goals, and plus if they hit a big one, a 50-yarder. Well, we got animals galore here. This one, he's only 9 weeks old. My precious.
Daniel.
Gizmo.
Yeah, there you go. So here we go. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes, 25 points. This is per game. That's what he's averaging. Hurts, 21.8. Jackson Dart, 15.7, but he's at a 80% hit rate. So he's 80% of the time he's going to hit 15.7. I know that's low, but the hit rate means that he's definitely going to get 15 points at least. And that's another one that you can fill in for Baker Mayfield or who else is out? Hurts. Lamar Jackson, 23.6. Drake May, been hot, 21.9. Josh Allen, 22.9. Justin Herbert is starting to come up. He's at 20.9, but he's starting to build up his points and his hit rate. Then we got Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, 20.8. Then Prescott is 19.8. Baker Mayfield, 17.8. Now these, I know you guys are saying, oh, but these are lower than the 20 to 25. This is what is pretty much guaranteed, 80 to 100% guaranteed that they're going to at least get those points. That's what we're talking about here, Cap.
Definitely, especially now.
So what do you think about those quarterbacks?
Yeah, yeah. And this year, like I said, this year's been kind of like, to your point earlier, it's been kind of like weird in the sense of like these games have been going like overtime, and a lot of games have been going like down to the wire where you're getting production of more than 25 points from a backup and from a team, like you said, to your point, like Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, Drake May, all these guys that you thought would be around that mid range, they're getting 30 plus points a game.
Yeah, they're in the top. You know, yeah. So the mid range, Bo Nix is starting to build up his points and his hit rate.
Him as well. Him as well.
Matthew Stafford, Caleb Williams though he's going down. He's going down in points, but we got so Stafford 19.5, Caleb Williams 17.5, Justin Fields. I don't like this, but he's getting 16 points. You know, if you're getting a solid 16 points, 50, 60 points, this is just, guaranteed kind of points. Mac Jones, 16 points. Jordan Love, 19 points. CJ Stroud is 17 points. Trevor Lawrence, like I mentioned before, 16 points. Joe Flacco, 15 points. And Tua, now he had his good game. He upped it up to 14 points. So there we go with the quarterbacks that, if you have to, and that's all you can get on the waiver wire, and you need somebody for your bye week quarterback, that's like medium. Now, these are the quarterbacks you don't want to pick up. These are the cool quarterbacks. Murray, Penix, Rodgers, Golf. Sam Darnold, though, is moving up, but he doesn't
It's like
have
the dog from the never-ending story.
Yeah. This is Daisy. This is the mom of the baby, the baby puppy. So she came to see me. She likes to be cuddled. She's a good girl. Then Geno Smith, stay away from him. Spencer Rattler, what do you think about him?
He's out. I heard they're going with Shuck.
Yep. He's on the cold list. Cam Ward, man, I had high hopes for Cam Ward.
Nah, stay away. Yeah, stay away.
I know, but at the beginning of this, before the season started, I picked him up like last pick of the round, last pick of Dylan Gabriel, stay away from him. All right, so hot streak of running backs. We got Jonathan Taylor, Achane, Bucky Irving. All right, to start Taylor, of course, 25 points. Achane, 17 points. Bucky, when he's back, is 16 points. McCaffrey, 21 points. Robinson, 19 points. Josh Jacobs, 18 points. Gibbs, 18 points. Now, these are guaranteed that they're going to get those points. From Gibbs all the way up to Taylor, you're going to at least get 25 points for Taylor. And Gibbs, you're going to get 18 points. So that range in between, all those ones I just mentioned.
Yeah, if you have Taylor, you're living good.
So these are, when I'm saying hit points, that means they're consistent. They're not like a roller coaster, up and down, 2 points 1 week, 18 points, 25, up and down. These are more steady, consistent. That's what you have to look for in football players, fantasy football players. All right, then we got Javonte Williams for Dallas Cowboys, 17 points. J.K. Dobbins, 11 points, almost 12 points. James Cook, getting hot, 18.9 points. Swift, Chicago, 15 points. Now, I have Zach Charbonnet on here. He can give you a solid 9 points. Him and Walker, about 9 points that you can depend on getting. Barkley, 14.5. What do you think about that list? That's the most consistent running backs right there, the list. Most constant, consistent, giving those points.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you got a quarterback in that list that I said, you got a running back in that list that I mentioned, and the best hit rates, and you got these running backs and tight ends in this hit list, you're gonna have a good team. You're gonna have a really good team if they're hitting, the points that you want. So, all right. So the mid running backs. It'd be Williams from LA Rams. Then you got Junkins, Williams at 14 points. Junkins at 13 points. Derrick Henry, 13 points. Gentney, 13 points. Travis Etienne, 12 points. Warren, 12 points. Brees Hall, 12.6. Rico Dowell. Is that how you say this? Rico Dowell is 12 points.
Rico Dowdle.
Here we go is Vidal for the Chargers. He's looking. That's going to be a good pickup for people right now. He's averaging. He's going to give you 9 points each game consistently. Then you got Montgomery for Detroit. That'll give you 11 points. Jordan Mason. What do you think about him?
Oh man, worst case scenario flex. But I would bench him right now
Okay.
if you have better options.
Yes, if you definitely have better options. That's for the Minnesota running back. He was in San Francisco last year. Did a lot of damage in San Francisco, but he really hasn't lived up to it, right, in Minnesota? What about J.J. McCarthy coming back?
Yeah, I'd hold off on that. It's just, you're not going to get anything from somebody coming back off an injury like that for the next 2-3 weeks.
But would you bench him? Put him on the bench if you could grab him?
I would rather have something open just in case if you need something else. If you have your backup quarterback, you should have it by now. You should have that contingency plan by now. I think waiting for JJ right now to try to bench him now, only if you have no quarterback depth and you're hurting right now at the position, then I would add the third emergency quarterback. But I would never hold on to three right now.
So Jordan Mason, because of Aaron Jones coming back, is that why you're holding off on Mason?
Yeah, because both of the guys didn't have productive days per se, but it's just right now you don't want to play the flip of the coin on these two guys right now. If you have a better option, I would play it, especially in a PPR league.
How about Woody Marks? What do you think about Chubbs? And
Yeah, don't even get me started with Woody Marks, man. That NFL league, man, screwed me over, man. I was trying to drop Alec Pierce and I ended up dropping Woody Marks. God, man, I was kicking myself when I looked at that thing, man.
Yeah, most of my bench was on a bye week last week. So luckily I got through. Now I have to get through because I got Hurts. I got to figure out what quarterback I'm going to play on my team this week. But
to answer your question, Woody Marks should be always held onto right now.
Okay.
Except if you're on my team, I don't understand. But
okay. All right. Let's go to the quarterbacks that you really need to take a second look at, okay? Chase Brown, 10 points. Rashad White, 9 points. What about Bucky coming back? Is he coming back soon?
I think from what I'm hearing after the bye week, he should be good to go. But like I said, like you said right now, don't end up throwing out the handcuffs right now just yet.
Right. Okay. Then Alvin Kamara. I thought he was going to have a good year this year.
It's been disappointing for New Orleans in general. It's crazy because the only one scoring was Juwan Johnson.
And Stevenson, Rashad Stevenson. I think, are they going to work in Henderson? You think they're going to work in Henderson, the rookie?
They might. It's getting close to November.
So what do you think about Chuba? I like that name, Chubba Hubba. Chubba
I
Hubba.
heard that from what I heard, it's going to be committee. It's going to be committee, but I mean, I would think they had Donald by now as the starter.
So, what running backs are not part of the committee? You got Taylor. You got the top running backs, right? That take most of the snaps. Yeah. Achan, well, they're starting to do a committee on him. McCaffrey, of course. The Robinson, Jacobs. Who comes in for Jacobs?
It used to be Chris Brooks and Emmanuel Wilson, but
Yeah. So
not too sure right now.
yeah. So there's only a few, and Cook is another one. James Cook. There's only a few. Barkley, but who's the backup for Barkley?
Yeah, he's
Another
got Ray
right.
Davis, but you barely see Ray Davis. Davis and Davison. There's another guy. I forgot.
All
I
right,
think
let's
it's
go to the
Johnson.
receivers, the hot receivers. We got JSN, 100%. He's going to get 18.6 points, at least 18. This is what you're pretty much going to get at least these points. What do you think about that, JSN? What's the injury on him? Is there any injury or how's he
Ah, he's
doing?
been
He's your
excellent.
guy.
He's been excellent. He's my guy, man. He's my guy.
Yeah, if you have him. Jordan Addison, 13.4, 100% you're going to get 13.4, apparently, from his numbers for the first 8 weeks. Well, I don't think he played the first 2 or 3 games. Uh, did he have some kind of suspension or what happened there? Do you know?
What was that?
Addison for Minnesota.
Oh, he did pretty good.
He's got 13.4, 100% hit rate. Then CD Lamb, 100%, 12 points. You're definitely going to get 12 points. George Pickens, you got 15.8 points. Then you got Justin Jefferson, 12.4. At least get 12. Puka Nakua, what's going on with him? Is he back? Oh, I lost him. Miss Phins, how you doing? All right, so we got Michael Pittman, which is 13 points guaranteed each game. Amon Rod St. Brown is 17.4. Devontae Adams, Room Aduze, 13.3. Then we got DK Metcalf, 12.8. Garrett Wilson, 13.6. Jamar Chase, 17 points. Now that Flacco's thrown to him, getting a little bit better connection there. Quentin Johnson, man, 0 points. Really disappointing. I had 3 players last week that I was depending on that got 0 points. Can anybody in the chat name those 3 starting players that I started that got 0 points? I can look it up real quick. Johnson was 1. And then the other 2 players I was hoping to get some points from. At least 5, 10, 7, something. But no, I get 0. Blake London got injury. And nobody knew until like almost game time. And that's why you have to, up to game time, 15 minutes before the game, take a look at your team roster. And, there was one more player that got me 0. Ferguson got me 0 points. The top tight end, 0 points. So you never know. I mean, but what you want to do is, what I was going over is that hit rate. Once you're getting that hit rate, and you're pretty much guaranteed that you're going to get those points. All right, so now I'm going to go over a few more. Wide receivers, you got Deebo Samuels, 11 points, half the time. Zay Flowers, 10 points. But, with Lamar out, so we'll have to see. Maybe when Lamar starts get back into the gameplay. I don't know if Snoop Huntley is going to start or if Lamar is going to start this game Thursday, but most likely Lamar is going to start against the Dolphins. You got Keelan Allen, 12 points. Olave, 11.6. Devontae Smith, 11.6. Butte, 10 points. Nico Collins, 10 points. McMillan, the rookie for Carolina, 10 points. Romeo Dobbs, 10 points. A.J. Brown, 10 points. Wandale Robinson, 10 points. Shakir, 9 points. And Marvin Harrison Jr., 9 points. So if I'm naming off these players and you have these players starting for your team, you're doing pretty good in the hot streaks or the hot hit rates in the mid-range. But if you have some cold players, it might be time to think about benching or even trading or dropping and adding on some mid players. Or if you have to go back and watch the show again, I'm rapid fire here. So we're trying to get as much done as possible. Cold receivers. Tez Johnson for Tampa Bay, 5 points. Troy Franklin, he's like a roller coaster. He's only going to guarantee you 10 points at a 50% rate. So he might give you, 25 points one day and then give you 5 points. So
Hey, what's Scott for life?
I don't know what happened to him. I'm going solo here.
Okay, because I came in, but is he back in? What happened?
I don't know. Cap, where are you?
Where are you, Cap?
Where are
Okay.
you? All right, so we got Stephon Diggs, 9 points at 30% rate. You got Rashid, 9 points at 30%. T. Higgins is on his rise. Like I said, with Flacco, Jamar Chase and Higgins are starting to do a little bit better. So 9 points on him. Marcus Brown is Kansas City, 9 points, but this is all low hit rate that they get this average. All right. So yeah, if you want to get consistency. You want them to at least give you 10 to 15 points, and a little bit lower. 9 points is the lowest I would go for a flex player or a stand-in for somebody that's on a bye. So let's go to the tight ends, and then we're going to wrap it up. Anybody have any questions? We're going to go through the tight ends. We got Tucker Kraft, 14 points at 86 percentile. That he's going to get 14 points. Trey McBride is 12.8 points, and that's 86%. Jake Ferguson, which is my tight end, 11.9, 75% of the time he's going to give you 11.9. Tyler Warren, 11.5 at 75%. Then you got Dallas Goedert, 12.3. He's going to give it to you at 70% of the games. He's going to at least give you 12.3. Kincaid, he's starting to drop a little bit, but a solid 9, 67%. Then you got George Kittle at 66%, San Francisco. Miss Phins, are you still on here? Anybody?
Yeah, what's up?
Is George Kittle back, fully healthy, or?
I mean, I thought he played last game, but I'm not 1,000% sure.
Okay. Then we got Travis Kelce, which played a pretty solid game Monday night. You got 10 points on him. And then we got the mid is Kyle Pitts is starting to do a little bit better. What do you think about Kyle Pitts, Miss Phins? Atlanta.
He's doing a little bit better this year. He hasn't been doing well the last few years. Maybe him and Penix are finally getting a better connection.
Yeah, I think that he's on a rise. So Kyle Pitts, he disappointed me last year. I had him on my fantasy team last year, and I was hoping big numbers from him, and I didn't get anything from him. So, Fannin Jr., then Zach Ertz, Washington. I was hoping he would give me some numbers. He really didn't do that well last game. Sam Laporta. Last year he's hot. This year he's mid. So, but there you go. And then we got the cold tight ends: Hunter Henry, Theo Johnson, Mason Taylor though is moving up, and Aronde Gatson, but they're only at a 38% hit rate right now. So we're gonna need to see a little bit more consistency on their points before I would put them as a starter tight end, unless you need somebody to fill in. Then you got new Schultz and Fant and Smith. They're at 6 points at 29%. Brock Bowers. Miss Phins, you hear anything about Brock Bowers? Raiders tight end.
About who?
Brock Bowers.
I haven't really paid attention to the Raiders this year. They've just been so bad.
Right.
It's kind of frustrating, especially when they got key pieces like Bowers. And now I saw a ticker that said that they just got rid of Max Crosby to the Cowboys. So
Did
that
they?
team is on a full rebuild. Unless that was a fake tweet, but
That
we'll
would
see.
be wow. You get rid
That'd
of
be crazy
Parsons.
though.
They get rid of Parsons and then pick him up. Wow. So, what's the difference with Crosby's salary and if they kept? Is there a big difference between the two? Because they didn't want to
I'm
keep.
not sure. I haven't looked at Crosby's contract to kind of determine, but
Right.
it should be. I mean, I don't think it's going to be as much as what Micah was probably asking for. So yeah,
So, what's
that's
your
probably why
thoughts
it
on
might be
fantasy
entertained.
football this year? What's your thoughts, Miss Fins? You think it's like a roller coaster? It's kind of strange to pick players this year.
For fantasy, I mean, I've had a horrendous year so far. But these teams are up and down. Key
It's
players are getting hurt,
crazy.
but that happens every year.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
crazy. I mean, usually I can get the numbers and do the and look at certain things, but it's been like a roller coaster sometimes. I don't know if you heard earlier, I was naming some facts that happened last week where you got like Tua throwing 4 touchdowns, and then you got like Baker Mayfield just barely making 10 points. It's just wild. It's a wild, wild west this year on fantasy. And then you got,
hmm
I mean, years past, you'd be able to, stash somebody on your bench, and then you're just looking forward to, then you have your starters, the ones that you really depend on. And then when your bye week is when you're scrambling. But it seems this year with the injuries to major players and, and then some running back committees and just no-name people that you haven't heard years past coming in here like Rico and just people that scatterboo rookies that you didn't think would you thought Ashton Genty was going to be the rookie running back, so just a lot of things going on. But we're going to wrap it up. I guess Cap for Life couldn't make it back in, technical difficulties, so Thank you, Miss Phins, for filling in for a few minutes for him.
Yeah, of course. Check them
And
out, guys. Every Tuesday at 6, you got Cap for live, and you got Dean talking all things fantasy football. Come check it out. Ask your questions. Let them know. They're eager to give you all this information. Hopefully, you guys are doing much better than I am because
yeah,
right
me
now,
too.
in both of my leagues, I'm struggling. I'm struggling. But hey, it
Well,
is what it
guys,
is. I will give good news for everybody in the Misfits Fantasy League. This week, I'm trying to do it by today, if not probably tomorrow. I will be adding new transactions. There you go, Cap. You get a relief. I'm adding
Cap relief.
more transactions for you guys, for those who may need it, Cap. So you guys can go ahead and not have to solely rely on trades anymore. So anybody that has and needs more transactions, you guys will begin it this week.
And also, I don't know if you can do this or not, or if you thought about this. The limits on running backs and receivers. Like I was saying, these running backs and receivers, they're all over the place. And it's hard to, because sometimes I want to use the tight end as a flex, because I don't have a good receiver or a good running back that's on bye. So I can only have 3 tight ends, and if I find a tight end that's doing really well, and I want to get a 4th tight end, I can't get it. That's something that you might want to look into.
Oh, I did, and that I am not changing. The
Okay.
limits are there on purpose because one thing that I noticed in the last few years, people like to hoard and stash
Stash.
players away. So
Put them
no,
on the bench.
I'm not
Put 'em on-
changing that.
I'll have 5
The only
receivers
thing, and
on,
I
on
did
the
say this
bench.
when I first started the league, that I would look at it mid-season to see about adding more transactions. That's the only one where I was firm in changing. Everything else stays the same because it makes you really have to work at it and become
Oh
a
yeah.
master in fantasy.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah. And it's been
gotta be
difficult
good
this
at it.
year. It's difficult this year. That's why we're having
Well,
this
guys,
show, where we all can get together and talk
exactly.
about it and help each other out and have a good fantasy year. But it's a lot of fun. I'm having an amazing time. It's a lot of fun. Play fantasy
Hmm.
football, get you engaged in other games and other players, and it helps you out with the knowledge of other plays on other teams in case the off season comes around. Then you already know. Okay, this is the reason why the Dolphins picked up. This is why Tampa Bay picked up this player. So it gives you some insight and lets you scout other teams too, for you know what to look for, what their downfalls are on the other teams. Fantasy football does a lot, and
It does. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming. We'll see you. We'll see you next week, Tuesday at 6 for more fantasy football, fantasy Moneyball, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great night.
all right, take
Peace.
care, everybody. Peace.